Max One-on-One.
Hello, everybody. This is another episode of Max One-on-One. In this opportunity, I have a special guest, a friend of mine. She happened to be touring with Kiss for many years, probably more than 10 years. She knows what happened on the backstage. She has many stories I'm going to ask her to share with me. She's the girlfriend also of Steve Lukather, the guitar player of Toto. And he's a funny guy, and I'm gonna ask her to tell me something that happened a couple of weeks ago, and to share, of course, more stories with him. And that he's, to me, one of the best guitar players ever. He plays also with Ringo Starr. By the way, I'm gonna ask her about Ringo Starr because they hang out sometimes, and I think Ringo is a funny guy to hang out with, so I'm gonna ask her about him. She knows a lot of rock stars, Robby Krieger from The Doors, Jimmy Page, you name it, a lot. So we're gonna start talking to her. She's here with me.
Thank you, Amber. How are you?
Hi, sweetheart. It's great to see you.
You too. So it is amazing to interview a friend. Sometimes it's easy, but sometimes it's difficult because you don't know what to ask, or I know I know some stories that I don't know how to ask about them. But how you doing these days?
You don't have to worry about asking any questions. I will gladly answer them.
Thank you.
It's nice to see you, sweetie, and I'm doing good. It's weird. The fires, here in Los Angeles have been pretty intense. So,
how you been with that? Are you okay? Are you guys safe?
We're safe. It's not good.
Okay.
But it's a lot better today.
Okay, good to hear that, Amber. Good to hear.
Yeah, but quarantine land. Well, I actually just I'm doing a new guitar strap line. So I have like these unique tribal kind of designs that are actually being picked up by I can't reference the name at this point because if I could get Steve out of bed, he's asleep. Anyway, but it's like Sam Ash and Guitar Center.
Very cool.
They want to carry my line, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
I just handed one off to Robby Krieger yesterday. He came
by.
It
behind me. There's a little piece.
Oh yeah, there it is.
You see that? I love it. It's
he wanted psychedelic and fishies.
Yeah,
and so I said, "Here you go, baby. Here's your psychedelic and fishies."
He looks. Did you give it to him already?
I gave it to him last night.
Awesome! Congratulations.
Yeah, he just came over, and he lives down the street. So.
Oh really? That's very cool.
So it was great. We actually spent a couple hours together.
Oh, very cool.
And I've seen him a couple of times. We don't really see that many people right now in quarantine land, but he loves it, and what's really interesting? I drew all of these sketches, which I have a manufacturer, by the way, here in Los Angeles, but I draw them first with Sharpies.
Oh, really?
And so I actually enhanced his strap with Sharpie. And he loves it. And it looks beautiful. It's like...
I love it. How do you come up with that? It was something like... I know you designed it with Sharpies, but that image came to your mind just suddenly? Or,
Well, Robby... no, Robby sent me... Because he texted... I said, give me some direction. Can you specifically, share with me what kind of fishies you're talking about?
Yeah.
And... he did, and so that's how I sketched that. That's all my drawing and everything.
Yeah.
But I sketched it out and enhanced it, and but cool. I had it transferred to. He's wanted cloth strap, so I made it also with vegan leather.
Oh wow!
So, and
tell me a little bit about the vegan leather. What is that about? For those who don't know.
I can't really elaborate on that, to be honest.
Okay. It's like a fake leather, or it's a real leather?
It's a fake leather.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's all we need to know. That's awesome.
And I really don't understand. That's why I am not in that business.
Other straps, because you did one for Jimmy Page, Brian May.
You know what? I've done, yes, I designed one for Tommy Thayer, my ex-husband.
Yes.
Which I was going to show you.
It's okay.
I
have pictures.
it out.
I can show pictures, no problem.
Oh, okay. Yes, and then I've done Avril Lavigne,
wow.
Justin Timberlake.
Wow.
He had some album about the trees or something. Anyway, okay. I should
Very
know more.
Cool.
I guess,
Very cool.
Anyway.
Can I see those straps, online? Is there any website yet, or I know that it's in the works? So
it's in the works.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It is in the works.
But for now, you can go to amberthayer.com, correct?
amberthayer.com.
Awesome. How's Steve doing? Steve Lukather.
Steve is good. He's happy.
What a happy guy, right?
He's a happy guy. His demeanor is just, he's a joyful personality, and he's hilarious as well. I wake up cracking up, when he's having coffee, and I'm just like, he makes me laugh.
He's one of my favorite persons in the like whatever, if and you have to tell me a funny story, because if there's something that is very serious, very formal, a structure and anal, maybe let's put it that way. He just break the ice, with a joke or something.
Oh no,
that is so funny.
He'll throw a wrench in any program, man. He's like, hey, let's go. No, I love his humor. It captivates me.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of the most endearing things that I love about him. It's like he's.
Tell me the story about him, 7 a.m. going with a guitar and an amp. Tell me that story. It's awesome.
Oh my gosh. Well, there's a whole backstory, which we don't need to get into. But the next door neighbors, okay, they're just like, they're not very, what do you call, they don't really commingle very well. So it's like, so they have these lawnmowers at 6 a.m., 6:30, and we're like, and it was like a Sunday or something. I don't remember what day. I think it was a Sunday, but anyway, it was early, way too early for that. And so he's like, I want to go shred them. And I'm like, go get your amplifier. And I went and got the extension cord, and I plugged that, and he put it on the kid's trampoline, It's just, that's how that came to pass. And he didn't even know I was recording him. That was the funniest part of it all. He had no idea that I was even recording him. And I was like, good Lord.
Oh my
this
God.
man is
Good
so
morning.
funny.
But let me tell you, that people will pay to listen to that solo,
Oh, it will be available soon.
Oh my God, I love it.
I'm not even joking. Seriously.
I love it.
I'm not joking when I say that. It's
Wow.
big. Good morning. That's, the ringtone will be available.
The song "Run to Me," right? So
with Ringo playing.
Yeah, with Ringo playing
drums.
drums. That's amazing.
Tambourine. Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. And
oh gosh, what a delight. I mean, it was he's just like, he's 80 now. He just turned 80, and he's the best shape you could ever imagine.
Unbelievable.
And they wrote that song about their daughters.
Oh, okay.
And that I love to know about how songs are written and why. I've always found that fascinating. But what a beautiful song that is, and the single is doing really well.
Yes,
now he released it recently.
Yeah, and also there's a homemade video. Like you are there holding a dog that I think is
I'm
super
holding
cute.
our dog Potato.
That's amazing. I love
That's
it
our
so,
pug.
That video is so down to earth. You know what I'm saying? It's just a family there hanging out. Steve being Steve, right? Like funny guy.
Yeah, we're just being at home and
hanging
quarantine. We're showing everybody that. And the reason we even did that, or he did that video, was that I was just a part of it. But but the reason was because it was for Ringo's 80th birthday, and he couldn't have a party because we can't all get together.
Yeah.
So even though we actually do get together, but we couldn't have a party.
I know, yeah, so, a lot of people, not a good idea.
They did a video, you know, to put out there, and it turned out great, and we were just showing that, hey, this is where we live, and this is what we're doing, and
it's super, you know,
doing our due diligence, you know.
Cool. Tell me about the book you're writing. Can you tell me a couple of things, or what it is about? What are you including?
Well, I'm doing two actually.
Oh, really?
One is a cookbook.
Okay.
Which is Amber's Soul Kitchen.
Cool.
I think that's what I've decided to call it.
Yeah.
It's I don't know if I've completely decided that yet, but regardless, I have a lot of family recipes. I've been cooking a lot. The other book, the main book, which is probably going to take me a year or two to finish, but you know, I have to be careful because I don't want to talk about anybody too much or whatever. But but I have a lot of experience and on the road, and I have my entire evolution of emotion in my entire adult life, honestly.
Yeah. How old were you when you started with Kiss, touring with Kiss?
Oh, 20.
Oh, a baby.
Baby. Oh, yeah. Well, maybe I had just turned 21.
It's what a difference, right?
Gene said when he saw me, he's like, "What are you, 12?" That was the first thing he said to me.
How was Gene with you? Tell me, because I think it's very important to tell the people how Gene it is, you know, backstage with a woman, you know, like you.
Oh gosh, he's very protective. He's very kind, loving. He always grabs and hugs me really tight. He tries to spin me around and dance with me and stuff. And sometimes I'm like, "Hey, you have spikes on your costume or whatever. That hurts. Ow." You know, no, but no, he's always been a near and dear friend to me. I call him Uncle Gene.
Yes.
And you know, he always sat across from me on the plane.
Yes.
And we always ended up sitting across from each other for a decade, you know.
Yeah.
So.
And since you mentioned the plane, sorry, let me stop you there for a second.
Sure.
So there are a couple of stories that are very funny. One is not that funny, that you almost crashed with a plane because of.
Oh yeah, I have about 3 of them.
That, you know, you were probably going to Alabama, I think, and then the plane started to go down, like you know.
Birmingham.
And what happened there? So Gene, how's Gene there? Like everybody's
Gene was sitting across from me.
Yeah.
So he's like sitting facing the back of the plane. I'm sitting facing the front of the plane, kind of on the wings, basically. And you can see the screen, right? Like, I think it was a G4, you know, and we took off from New Orleans, I think it was. It wasn't a long flight at all. But the flight attendant's strapping down the table, like, in front of us, and I'm going, what's this all about? It was a clear blue sky, as far as I could see. And anyway, she said, it's going to be a little turbulent. Well, that was an understatement. So, yeah. Gene was always there for me when he knew, Tommy always knew, you know, that I hated turbulence. As many flights that I've taken in my whole life, which has started since 3 years old, you know, but like, you know, I've been living on an airplane, I swear, out of a suitcase.
Wow.
Until the last 5 years. But
it seems like Gene, you know, he traveled the world for, you know, like so many years touring with Kiss or probably with other, you know, just vacationing, but whatever it is. But it seems like he has a lot of experience with those flights, right? With those turbulence.
Oh yeah, he's
like not even.
He's very resilient. You know, like his demeanor is like he's stoic. You know, he's really got and he knows who he is, and he's confident.
Yes.
And I love that about him. I think that's lovely. And he always favored upon me.
Mhm.
I mean, given I was probably one of the only chicks around for a while, but
Because I'm sorry, another stop. Let me stop you there because Paul's wife, Erin is.
And I love Erin too.
She was probably pregnant or with a little baby, so probably she couldn't tour. And then Sharon, I know she doesn't tour that much. Sometimes.
Shannon, well, they started coming out later.
Okay.
Erin was out in the beginning, but Shannon didn't really come out because she had kids,
Oh, okay.
And but Erin, she's so cute. She loves candy. She's she loves hard candy. It was just the cutest thing. Everywhere we went, she was like, "I need my candy." But anyway, I always loved Erin. She's always been kind to me.
Oh, very nice.
And,
Good to know.
and Shannon and I are friends, and yeah. So, but they didn't really come out as much.
Gotcha.
I was there pretty stationary wise,
So, all right. So, is this going to be part of a book? That's a question. What you just told me. The story with the chin and the picks, the guitar picks.
Oh, it was the sound check, and I was sitting there, and he kept flicking picks off of the stage, and I'm like, "How are you doing that?" And I tried to flick one, and it went nowhere. And he's like, "Here's how you do it." And he positioned the pick right in between my fingers.
Oh, yeah.
And told me how to
Boom.
flick a pick like the way they do it.
And they target. They reach the target every time. Because I remember grabbing picks like this.
Oh yeah, it's just like, but there's an art to that, and you can't just flick it like you would normally think you could flick something.
Wow.
It's like there's an art form to that, and he taught me how to do it.
Probably that doesn't have to do much with the Kiss world, but I was in a show, at Kiss, and so the show ends and Gene comes back, and he threw a pick, the last pick of the show, right? He threw it, and I closed my eyes and I jumped. So I pictured, but I closed my eyes and I pictured the law of attraction, So I pictured the pick hitting my hand, and I jumped. And everybody, the whole stadium, this is in Argentina, so everybody's crazy, right?
Oh, wow.
And I grabbed that pick, right? So that taught me since then, that you can, picture something in your mind, that you can achieve things.
Yeah, manifestation.
The law of attraction, so that proved to me that, that no matter where you are or what condition or what, state of your life, you can always succeed, and you have to put that in your head.
Well, we're creators, we create whatever we want, and how our life unfolds is all up to us. Really, ultimately, that's really what it comes down to. I feel, that's my opinion anyway. I feel like we can't control everything. We cannot control others. We can control our lives and what we would like to create, and focus on that and manifest it. I think, and Gene is there. He's just like, God. I couldn't tell you more positive things about him. I love him so much. I miss him. I never get to see him anymore.
Oh,
and it's like,
how's your relationship with Tommy? Because I know you guys are friends, right?
We are friends.
And
we just got off the phone 2 hours ago.
Oh my God, he's awesome.
No, he's amazing. I love Tommy. He's family to me forever.
Wow. That's
just
very nice
because
of
our
you.
marriage didn't work, we're still close.
That's very nice of you, Amber, saying that. That's very nice of you, and it's nice that you guys are still friends. And because Tommy is a very, he helps a lot, for charity. He's always, organized. I mean, not now with the pandemic, probably not that often, but before, I remember always low profile. Nobody, not many people knew in the Kiss world, but he was helping different causes, and that's amazing. I think that's a very good, big heart, somebody.
He does. He's, he comes from good stock, and he's comes from, his dad was military.
Okay.
He was a brigadier general, and there's a museum actually in Portland, Oregon.
Wow.
Named after him.
Wow.
Which we've done events for in the past. We used to have a golf tournament called Legends, and Tommy's, he's very much in the charity vein.
Yes.
And he really does care. He's a genuine human being, just a very kind person, very intelligent person.
Yes.
And
Remember, there's a rumor or myth that Gene Simmons' mom, happened to be in a camp, concentration camp, where Tommy's dad happens to be on a mission there. Is that?
I don't know if that's accurate.
Okay, but you heard about a story like that? There's a lot of rumors or myth. Yeah, there's a myth.
Yeah,
around.
I don't. I feel like I would know that. I don't think that that's accurate.
Tell me about Ringo Starr, because I know we talk about him, but tell me funny stories about him. I know you get together a lot.
Well, he is funny.
Yeah, and he's a Beatle, right? How cool is that?
Yeah.
It's amazing that you hang out with a Beatle and he doesn't act like a Beatle. He's a normal person.
No, he loves talking about it. He does. He's wonderful.
Yeah.
He just came. We just rented an Airbnb in Malibu. And him and Barbara came down. His wife Barbara.
Nice.
She's a gem. They came down and hung out for the day, and we had lunch. Took a long walk on the beach, and we had some laughs and talked. And it's just like they're just lovely human beings. My God. It's
it seems like but Steve and Ringo they click, they're like brothers.
Oh, they're like besties. They're besties.
Like twins.
They love each other. It's so cute to see them together. It's I love that he's been in the band with them, for the All-Star band, for 9 years now.
They record together for a couple of albums, right, for Ringo?
Yeah, they work on stuff together all the time, and it's wonderful to see. I love the creative process.
Yeah, it's awesome that you can witness that, right?
Oh God, are you kidding? Yeah, it's like wow, yeah. And the crazy thing is, like, when we're all hanging out, I don't look at him like, oh, this is a Beatle. I just look at him as a normal human being. And
he doesn't act like a Beatle, He's not like up there. He's at your same level. That's what I know.
Yeah, well, we just hang, It's like, it's just fun. It's like we just laugh and joke about stuff.
He talk about the White Album and how John. I don't know any stories. Like I know there's a funny story with John Lennon. That
Oh yeah. Oh, there was the story. You mean at the ashram, right?
Yeah.
About tiger hunting was a sport, apparently, back then. And Nancy's son came out to visit, and John Lennon was sitting Indian style on the grass with the Maharishi, and her son comes up, and he comes back from tiger hunting, having killed this tiger in its prime, and he says to Maharishi, he sits down and he goes, I'm really worried about my karma. I've killed this beautiful tiger. And he said, you had a desire and now you don't.
Wow.
And John Lennon got pissed off.
Really?
And he was like, are you fucking kidding me? It was hilarious.
Oh my God. Is it true that you have something about music, like a song or something that you're writing
Oh,
lyrics?
yeah. Well, because of all of the journals that I took down from all the years on the road, I turned them into some songs, and I have about 30 songs.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm not trying to be a pop star or anything. I just, but I do have a few recorded that a dear friend of mine actually sang on. He used to play ELO.
Hmm.
Um, and anyway, he helped me out, and we recorded in the studio. And
Very cool.
I have quite a few songs. Yeah.
So are you planning to put an album together or this is
I
just
just want to push it to other artists, or
artists?
if anything, just to have,
Yeah, that's
just
very cool.
because it was just fun,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. Awesome.
I
Yeah,
definitely
you're very
I
creative
don't need.
mind for next, to your next project, something that you are planning to release or advertise, anything that you want people to know,
Oh,
basically.
well, yes, actually, I just got 4 trademarks and patents on some
Okay.
new products that, because I do furniture, candles, jewelry, clothing, costumes.
Okay.
I've got some pretty interesting new products that I'm coming out with that, and for men, honestly. I can't talk about it just yet,
It's okay.
but it's coming, and I'm excited about it, and it's been a long time in the works. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable how long it takes to develop things.
Yeah.
You can't force creativity, and then also you're having to deal with finding the right attorneys and this
Oh
and
yeah.
that and protecting yourself and all that.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's quite a process, but I definitely have quite a few new things in
Awesome.
the works, and
Well,
I'm
let me
really
know. Let me know
excited.
as soon as you have something. We can do a follow-up interview, or we can post it on my website. So that's amazing. I'm very happy to talk to you, and I'm very happy
Thank
that
you.
you're doing all these projects. Your straps, your guitar straps. Your jewelry. Your books. Your songs. That's a very active woman. I love it.
I am an active woman. I don't know what to do with myself sometimes. I'm like I'm in over my head. You know what I mean? I'm like I wear myself out. But no, I enjoy everything, and horticulture is a passion, and cooking is a passion. I love culinary arts, and I've had a lot of time to explore that, cooking at home every meal, and I love presentation, table decoration. I love decor. I love, making the home beautiful. I enjoy ambiance and candlelight and anyway. But no, thank you. You are a dear friend, and I
Yeah, thank
appreciate
you
you.
so much. Unbelievable. I had a great time. Thank you, Amber. I talk to you soon.
Thank
Best
you.
of luck to you. Okay.
Thank you, and you too as well. Stay safe and be well.
Thank you.
Don't go like a plan. You don't understand what to do. Wherever you are, you can run to me. I'm never too far. You can come to me when there's nothing left of you. Remember
Axe 1-on-1.